Hello from Siapak Speaks. Today me Anindita and my friend Jaya. We are here at Venu Eye Hospital and we are going to have a very interesting talk about the eye center and the naturopathy center that we have here. Yes, Jaya.
Thank you. We are extremely happy and honored to be in the August company of Mrs. Tanuja Joshi. She is the managing director for Venu Eye Hospital and the Naturopathy Centre. This is very close to Siapak. This is in Sheikh Sarai, just behind PSRI Hospital. So, welcome to the chat show, Tanuja ma'am, and it's wonderful to have you with us, as well as thank you for giving us your valuable time.
Thank you for meeting us and also for all the kind words that you have said. It's a pleasure and an honor to share what we are doing.
Absolutely, and I'm sure this chat will really benefit the people of Siapak as well as the neighboring colonies of South Delhi. So I'll begin the chat today with by asking you, Tanuja ma'am, that we've all heard of Venu Eye Hospital, but we would like to know from you that what is the focus of this hospital? How has Venu basically created a niche in the market, in the eyes of our the people, and also then we'll go on to understanding more about the naturopathy center that you have. So over to you, Tanuja ma'am.
So we are very proud to say that we are a legacy eye hospital. We've been here in the service of our patients for over 45 years. And we have been, of course, located in South Delhi. Our founder, when he started this organization, we started it in South Extension. But now since 2001, we have been right here in Sheikh Sarai. And our vision is to make sure that people have good sight and quality life. And what is I think what we are very proud of is that most of the time when most of our patients come and tell us that the advice you give us is very transparent and it doesn't have any hidden costs or any ulterior, because we are a not-for-profit organization, so we are not here to be making money. We pride in the fact that our eye care services are affordable. We cater to all segments of society. A large chunk of our patients, of course, are from panel patients and also insurance. We also have we make our eye care services accessible through outreach programs. And very often people think these outreach programs are only for the rural camps. No, we also reach out to the residents colonies, because we understand that for a basic consultation, it's always a challenge to go far away to a hospital. So we reach out to the RWAs and we organize basic screening where we carry most of our equipment and instruments and give them the preliminary advice. Only if they need something more, then they are called. So we are affordable, we are accessible, and we make sure that our services reach out in all eye care diseases. So it's also one-stop shop. So not only do you get treatment, but you also get pharmacy. We have opticals. So it's once a patient comes here, anything to do with eye care needs are taken care of.
Holistic.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Tanuja ma'am, just to ask you a very simple and I think a basic question related to what people, generally people have problems before they encounter eye problems. There are certain lifestyle diseases like diabetes to begin with, and then the associated, the ailments that come with it. So, what do you think? How do your outreach programs really help in engaging with the patients to realize that how critical it is for them to maintain their vitals so that they also reduce the risks of eye problems?
Absolutely. So while even today, when we look at eye problems, majority are related to age. So 60% of eye care problems continue to be cataract, and 20% is refractive error. Refractive error also typically is in the, when you're 40 plus, you get a reading number. And as you get older, your dependency sometimes increases on spectacles, and sometimes, of course, children. So while 60% is cataract, 20% is refractive error, the challenges that we now face are also the problems that are coming with lifestyle diseases, whether it's diabetes or hypertension. And another thing is that the longevity of our patients is increasing. You're living much longer. So there are also challenges which are age related, which is like macular degeneration. And definitely when we do a camp, we screen out for lifestyle diseases. Basically focus is diabetes and blood pressure. And the reason we've expanded or kind of added on our services to manage lifestyle diseases is to make sure that we are able to treat our patients better by controlling the other affiliated diseases which affect the eye. Because while cataract and refractive errors we can cure, but damage done due to diabetes to the eye is very difficult to cure, and but it can be prevented. Because once there's a loss of vision because of diabetes, then we have to understand that even if you have very good doctors and equipment, it's a challenge to bring back sight.
So there can be some precautions like.
Absolutely. Management of diabetes and hypertension. These are two of the major reasons because
To preserve the sight.
and also definitely other organs also. Diabetes is because we must also understand that India is becoming a diabetic capital of the world, and diabetes can be a life-threatening problem.
Right.
For us, even if it is not, even when you come for a cataract surgery, if your diabetes is not controlled, then your post-op results also get affected. So the basic issue is that systemic diseases have to be managed.
So right now, if somebody comes and gets admitted and you go for the medical and all also?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We do have cashless for anyone who has insurance. And we also have a lot of our patients who come from panels, whether it's a government panel, CGHS, ECHS, NHPC, Airport Authority. There are many panels, and all this is there in our website.
Okay.
So, you can go to the website and see which are the panels that we are on. Definitely, because our vision statement says good sight and quality life for all, if we have given good sight, but the diabetes is not managed or hypertension is not managed, then quality life is affected. And so this is one of the reasons we have. So when we do camps also, if for instance we go to RWA for doing a camp, we also screen for diabetes and hypertension, and then we advise and guide the patients that this can be managed. People who are in their 30s and 40s who are just beginning to be declared or identified as diabetics or hypertensive, we can definitely make sure that they don't start medication. Just by addressing lifestyle issues, we can definitely control. For people who are chronic cases of diabetes or hypertension, we definitely can reduce their dependency, because we have added naturopathy, which addresses the root causes of these issues.
Right. Tanuja ma'am, we went to your facility. It's a beautiful facility, completely. Residents will be surprised to know it's a beautifully green, verdant facility that Venu has, surrounded by a beautiful forest belt. And you will be also surprised and happy to know that it's almost become a herb garden. So you have trees like amla, neem, and other herbs which are holistic healers for all of us and which you typically find in our kitchen. They are surrounded by these trees. So
yes, I think most you have to visit us to believe that this is South Delhi.
Yeah, this was a really surprising for us that the Naturopathy Centre was really like wow.
This was an eye-opening experience for us. So residents, we would really want you to come and experience it yourself, and then you can go for the holistic healing, which I'll now ask Tanuja ma'am to talk about. But it is worth a visit. You must come because a visit doesn't cost any money. But there are excellent doctors, there are excellent people who will handhold you, who will take you on the facility so that you can get a first-hand experience of the wonderful place. So, Tanuja ma'am, we were talking to Dr. Anushka and Dr. Maria. They are the ones who are managing the center. Tell us more about how did you come about this concept and how can an average person on the road can benefit from such a treatment?
I think while COVID was a huge challenge, but challenges also give you opportunities. So we use that period to relook at our services and what the needs of our patients are, and we realize that management of systemic diseases for our patients is very important. And since large chunk of our patients are elderly people, they also have other related issues, whether it's arthritis, whether it's digestive issues, whether it's the breathing respiratory issues, insomnia also. So we realized that these are also issues that we can help them with. And we have, like you said, we have a beautiful campus, and I think it has a very healing energy. We are a stone's throw away from Select City Walk. We are a stone's throw away from Panchsheel Park, and yet we are in a jungle. And like you said, you really have to visit to see the beauty that we have. The only thing you hear in this part of town is birds.
Yeah, chirping of birds.
And we have a lot of parking facility.
Yes.
That's another big problem that most of the Delhi
Correct.
people have, especially South Delhi. They said parking is a huge issue. So we have a huge amount of space here. And this time, when the AQI was being very bad, what I actually was shown, and I was so happy to see that the Google map, if you see, it tells you what the AQI is around.
Wow.
And while the AQI everywhere was 250, 300, in our campus, the AQI was much less.
Wow.
And all because of the trees and the
Yes.
plantations that we have. And so, see, in most of the time, the challenge in naturopathy is it's easy in allopathy to take a tablet. Naturopathy needs time. It needs a little bit of discipline in your day-to-day life, and which is why a lot of people find it difficult. But it is completely drugless, and it definitely works, because I can tell you I'm a hypertensive, and if my BP ever shoots up, I do not increase my medication. All I indulge is in hydrotherapy. Simple, and once you go through the therapy yourself, you also know it's sustainable at home.
Okay. Yeah, that's one thing. Like, how can we do it at home? Like,
How can we continue?
So in the beginning, you come here for a therapy, like a treatment. Then we give you tips, and also very often people think because a large chunk of the therapy is diet. And very often we run away because we don't think that the diet is sustainable because it's insipid.
Right.
Half the time we run away that it's only millet and this, but let me tell you, you have to come and sample the food. It is definitely tasty.
Wow.
okay.
And we then also give you recipes.
Oh,
They're very easy
Wow.
to do recipes which you can
Yeah.
go home and sustain.
Okay.
And so once in a while we allow you cheat days because our generation, and my generation is a foodie, and you can see I'm a foodie. So, but yes, you can sustain these diets because they are not insipid. They are definitely healthy, and all of it is available in your kitchen. So it's not that you have to go and do fancy ingredient shopping. Anything that we advise, when we talk about herbal tea also, you don't have to go and spend money on those expensive sachets, etc. All that is in your kitchen.
Okay.
So it's just that somebody should be there to advise you and guide you and handhold you. And so what we're trying to do is create a community,
Right.
so where people don't think that they are alone. You do have a network, and we're constantly in communication through our social media handles, through our WhatsApp group, giving tips every week. Now the changing of weather, the season, so we'll be talking and telling our people about the tips that you can help yourself, because another thing that COVID taught us is that if your immunity is good,
Right.
you definitely can live
overcome.
better. And now with longevity of life increasing, if I'm going to be living till by age of 80, which is very average now in age, why not be healthy and live it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we also saw, Tanja ma'am, you have a beautiful physiotherapy center.
Yes.
It's looking, and the yoga center, it was beautiful. It's so spacious, and it's absolutely spotlessly clean. There are special, massage beds for men and women. So it's absolutely, and it has a beautiful, very warm and cozy feel to it, because the partitions are made of cane, and it has a beautiful approach. I mean,
It was very
we were enamored
nice
by
and
the
clean.
yes,
Thank you.
completely enamored by the whole ambience of the whole place.
So I think we pride ourselves in the fact that we may not have very expensive interiors, but we definitely have clean interiors. What we learn from our founder is that glamour needs money, cleanliness can be done.
Definitely.
It doesn't really need. It's not expensive.
Yeah.
And the other thing that we pride ourselves is that our patients come and say there's a human touch. Because when we talk about the values that the organization believes in, one of the first core values we believe in is compassion.
Yes.
I'm not saying that we don't believe in excellence or quality, definitely very high. But a patient will be satisfied when there is that little touch, which is a personal touch, which you'll find in all our staff that works here. And in 45 years, what we have gained through our eye care is that, the moment you walk in, you're treated like a person and not just as a case. Yeah, it's not just the organ that we're treating. Because, we not only give you the treatment when you're here, we will handhold you and also make it sustainable. And so the same thing when people come for eye surgery here, they also say that the whole, right from the guard when they enter to the front office, to the staff, to the nurses, they just always rate us very high in the quality of technical care. Because in eye care we cover everything from cataract to refractive errors. In refractive error we also do LASIK surgery, to cornea, to retina, to oculoplasty, to neuro-ophthalmology, and everything in eye care. We have a very, very strong team. We're also a postgraduate teaching hospital because we do believe in giving back by training more doctors and paramedics.
So that's why we saw that education center.
Yes.
So this postgraduate this is a diploma.
No, it's a degree course. See, like you have a Masters of Surgery, which is a state subject. At the national level, an equal degree to an MS is called the DNB, which is given by the National Board of Examination, which is a national body. So we are part of the NBA. We are recognized for doing this degree course.
So this is like any optometrist can go for
that. No, this is for the doctors.
For the doctors.
But for the optometrist, which is the paramedic staff, we do internship.
Internships, okay. The doctors can go for the postgraduate degree.
Yes, yeah.
So we have for naturopathy also.
Right now, we've just started naturopathy, so we are now right now only focusing on the service part. But yes, in the next 2 or 3 years, we hope to be also a teaching hospital for therapists and naturopathy doctors.
What are your timings, Tanuja ma'am, for the naturopathy and the eye hospital, and how many days are you open?
So we are working 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday. The eye hospital works from 8:30 in the morning till 5 o'clock. The naturopathy also right now is 8:30 to 5. But we also understand that for working people, this is not the ideal time. So we do have a flexibility that we can start a therapy at 6:30 in the morning and take up a therapy as late as 6 in the evening, so that we can be available from 6:30 to 7:38 in the evening. But right now we've not made it open in terms of timing, but we will in a very short time. But if there is a request from a patient, we adjust it early morning and evening also. Because for the working class, for people like you who are working and have a profession, it's difficult because this therapy is not going to happen for one day. This therapy is going to be at least for a week or 2 weeks. And for anyone to take that kind of time during working hours is not practical. Hence, we will adjust the timings to morning or evening also.
So Saturdays you are working, so maybe somebody can come on a Saturday to avail of the
Absolutely. We work Sundays. Right now we are closed because one day we need to close to kind of for our maintenance and other things.
Right. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Tanuja ma'am. It was an invigorating discussion and an eye-opening experience for us to visit such a facility, and that too in the heart of South Delhi. And with such a facility, we really request you residents to please come and avail of this wonderful experience and the wonderful facility that Venu is offering in terms of both holistic healing, your essentials of diminishing and controlling your lifestyle diseases, so that you lead a healthier life going forward, as well as taking the advantage of a naturopathy treatment. You need not be a patient for that. You can be an absolutely healthy person and just come and seek a more holistic lifestyle, more holistic advice for a better lifestyle. So we look forward to all of you coming over and visiting Venu definitely once before you reach out to another allopathic doctor. I mean, I'm not saying that allopathic medicine is bad. Of course, it is needed, but there are every healing life cycle, every medicinal life cycle has its own phases. So you may go to an allopathic doctor, but to have a long term and root cause erosion of that particular illness, you must have a more natural and holistic healing. So please do come and visit Venu, and they will be more than happy to host you here and give you the best advice that is for you, that is beneficial for you and your body. So thank you, residents.
I think we'll be having more episodes, more
Yes,
sessions
we'll be
with
having more
ma'am.
sessions with Anuja ma'am and the entire staff over here. So thank you so much, residents, for joining us. And we'll also keep you posted for more such innovative and informative videos from Siapak 6. So see you in our next one. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.